Hello, it's Wednesday, December 4th. This is Generational News, and I'm going to cover 10 stories involving the Middle East from the last 24 hours. So U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken was asked yesterday about how the Lebanon-Israeli ceasefire was going, and he says it's holding. So he seems to think it's okay. Now, France has reported at least 50 violations in the first week of the ceasefire. CNN has reported at least 100 violations. So we have different opinions probably than what he does as far as, what is a success. The Israeli courts have agreed with the Israeli government doing their version of democracy. And what they're doing is extending Al Jazeera's punishment. Basically, they cannot be in their office for at least 60 more days now in Ramallah and West Bank. So they're continuing to do their version of democracy and keep news publications from telling the truth. Israeli settlers, or Israeli squatters as I like to call them, they've been carrying out brutal attacks in the last 24 hours in two towns, Beit Furik and Huwwara near Nablus. They have set fire to two under construction homes, and they have burned down a grocery store and also set fire to 3 vehicles. Now, typically when these squatters or settlers do some bad things, the IDF will show up and they'll kind of like, hey guys, stop doing that soon, and then nothing will happen. But this time actually 2 of their soldiers got injured being a part of this thing. So we don't have any details of what happened to them. All we know is 2 IDF soldiers were injured involving these settlers or squatters, as I like to call them. All right, let's talk about the West Bank. So we have at least 22 Palestinians who have been arrested in the West Bank in the last 24 hours. 2 of them are children and 1 is a woman. That's 11,900 in the West Bank and East Jerusalem who have been arrested since October of 2023. Israel did another airstrike against a food distribution point, this time in Nusret, and it has killed at least 5 Palestinians and 4 of them being children. The Israeli military has advised their soldiers to hey, don't travel outside of Israel because, some people aren't fans of what you've been doing in Gaza. So they're not fans of genocide. And so there's around 30 cases right now of complaints filed against these soldiers. Some of them have criminal proceedings already, because of them being a part of a genocide. The New York Times has claimed in an article that by the Netzarim corridor in Gaza, the IDF have been busy building fortified structures, military bases, and destroying over 600 buildings that were already there. U.S. State Department was asked about that yesterday. Vedant Patel was the spokesperson, and he claimed to not know anything about this, which I find very interesting, especially someone who had a security clearance for 2 decades. We see everything. So the U.S. government's lying to us. State Department's lying to us. But they said U.S. policy, yeah, we're not a fan of that. They'll look into it kind of thing. So what will happen, typically, they will ask Israel, and then they'll just drag it out until Biden administration is done. Actor Kevin Spacey is the latest celebrity to visit Israel as they do the little tour, and take pictures, go to the wall, and then, to use their social media and say, hey, look, I love this place. This place is not doing anything bad. Now, he does have a little bit of history lately. He mentioned how he went broke because all his court cases of a lot of things that some people have accused him of. So anyways, he's the latest celebrity to go on the little tour, the genocide tour, as I like to call it. If you want to get more information from me, I'm also on TikTok and Instagram as Generational News. Thanks.